Feeling sorry for yourself is the worst possible emotional trait that you can develop as a human being. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why it completely destroys your self-image, your confidence. And I'm going to tell you how to actually eliminate it from your life, from my experience. I was in 7th grade at basketball practice, and my coach was a hothead. He would always be yelling at us. He had kind of short man syndrome vibes. He was super aggressive, super hard on us. And we were practicing across from the varsity basketball team. So we were kind of sharing the same gym. And I messed up. I was feeling sorry for myself. I think I got a turnover or missed a shot. And then he screamed in my ears, "Stop feeling sorry for yourself." And it stuck with me. It just rang in my head whenever I had this self-doubt. And throughout my life, I've dealt with self-pity. I've dealt with feeling sorry for myself. And it completely destroyed my self-image. It completely destroyed my life. Self-pity puts you in a victim mindset. It makes you small. It makes you shrink. It puts you in this mindset to always need someone to come save you. It kills your confidence. It kills your ability to take action. And it completely kills the area of possibility of what you can and cannot do. These habits that are ingrained in us, these emotional traits that stick with us for the rest of our lives, are developed from a young age. So I realized that when I was younger, I'm not saying this was my parents' fault, but every single time I feel uncomfortable or something bad would happen to me, there was always something to come save me. There was always something I could fall back on when I was uncomfortable to feel safe. And that is exactly why self-pity happens. And that is probably why you have developed self-pity. Your brain is wired so that whenever something feels uncomfortable or whenever you fail, there's always something that will come save you. Feeling comfortable is a good thing. That's what your brain is wired to do. Okay, so our brains are wired for us to feel safe. Our brains are wired to make us survive. And falling back in comfort, retreating, is safe to us. Basically, when you develop self-pity, you walk around with this invisible, unattractive energy, and people can feel that energy. And I didn't really realize that because I walked around with this energy, and it made me the opposite of magnetic. It made people unattractive to me. This is why you feel invisible. It's because you're waiting for people to come save you, and you walk around with this weird energy that people can feel. You may not realize that people can feel this energy, but they can. It's so easy. It feels so comforting to just feel self-pity, to feel sorry for yourself that someone's coming to save you. But it completely destroys your self-image, which is the foundation. Self-image is the foundation of what you can and cannot do in this life. It's your area of possibility for growth. As humans, we're meant to evolve, we're meant to grow. But if you have self-pity, if you constantly feel sorry for yourself, you're putting yourself in a box. You're limiting your growth. That's the worst thing that you can possibly do as a human being. But here's the brutal truth. Every single time that you feel sorry for yourself, you're fucking yourself over. You're choosing to feel this way. Every single time that you choose to wait for someone to save you, you are losing respect for yourself. That's the key to confidence. It's respecting yourself. It's believing yourself. It's being comfortable in your own skin. But if you're constantly waiting for someone to save you, if you constantly have this self-pity, this negative attitude, no one will come to save you, and you'll destroy yourself. You'll destroy your confidence, and you'll lose trust within yourself. This is exactly how I broke free from this weird negative energy that I was walking around with. And the number one thing was that I recognized it to be the worst emotional trait that a human being can develop. Okay, I understood and I learned the importance of self-image, but I recognized that it completely destroys my self-image. It completely destroys the amount of growth that I can do in this world. It completely destroys the amount of relationships that I can make because I walk around with this weird energy of waiting for someone to save me. Number two is I learned to actually catch when I was feeling sorry for myself. I learned when I would fall into these bad habits. I really recognized that that's the key to your self-image is self-awareness. You need to be actually aware when you're slipping into this frail, small energy. Actually feel yourself feeling sorry for yourself. You need to recognize it. And number three is that I took aggressive, positive action. This is the key to any threat that comes in your life, any negative emotion that may come into your life, or any negative person, is to take aggressive, positive actions, aggressively moving positively. It's realizing that no one's coming to save you. It's about doing things when you don't feel like it and acting positively and destroying these negative thoughts like self-pity, which are destroying your life. And then number 4 is I chose to feel positive thoughts. That is the key, because our brains, we create these negative thoughts. We create these negative things that are meant to keep us, surviving. Our brains are wired to keep us surviving, but so we will have these negative thoughts, right? And we created these negative thoughts, but we came to this earth with positive thoughts. So when you choose to actually consume positive thoughts, your potential is endless. But if you choose to feel these negative thoughts like self-pity, anxiety, whatever, you're just harming yourself. Like, why would you want to harm yourself? Why would you want to shrink your potential? Why would you want to put a box on what you can and cannot do? Like, have respect for yourself, bro. Like, we're put on this earth to build. We're put on this earth to grow. Every single person has a purpose, a calling inside of them. They have so much value. But if you're just putting yourself in this box, you're just like, why would you do that to yourself? This is what you can do right now. I want you to think of a moment where you felt sorry for yourself and you felt like closing up from other people. You wanted someone to come save you. Just think about that moment. How did it make you feel? Like, do you feel this guilty pleasure, this weird, morbid, like, this feeling? And you need to recognize that as a bad feeling. But now I want you to realize that this is the reason why you're invisible. This is why people aren't that magnetic to you. This is why people aren't coming to you. Like the law of attraction, right? If you don't care, then people will come to you. But if you have this victim mindset, no one will come to you. That's not how the law of attraction works. That's not how building yourself up to be the best version of yourself and people will just come to you. That's not how it works. Walking around with self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself, no one is coming to save you. And it's the worst emotional trait that anyone can develop. Next time you mess up, I want you to think about the things that you can control. Because the only thing that we can truly control as human beings is our mind. And that includes the positive thoughts, the negative thoughts. We can choose not to consume these negative thoughts. We can only choose to consume positive thoughts, because those make us better at everything. Being happy, being positive, it makes us better at everything we do. So why would you not want to feel like that? So if you watch to the end of the video, please just implement this into your life. One little thing. I want to leave you thinking, okay, I don't make these videos for you to just watch. I make these videos to change your life. So comment evolve. If you made it to the end, okay, you're not invisible. Like, I used to watch videos and I used to watch them. I want to interact with them. I want to comment. I want to let you know that you're not invisible. You're on this earth. You can do whatever you want. You can create your future. You can create your potential. So be seen, comment stuff. Who cares what people think? You have one shot at this life. Okay? And I just want to say, keep rocking with me. We're just getting started. Like, I'm just falling in love with the journey. I love doing this, just speaking from the soul. I'm having a great time, so I hope you're having a great time too. And yeah, see you next time.